everyone, welcome back to Ima English Daily, the cozy place where we make English speaking feel easy and natural. I'm Ima.
And I'm Jack. Today's topic is super relatable because sometimes our brain knows English, but our mouth just refuses to cooperate.
Exactly. I remember when I first tried speaking English seriously, I went to a coffee shop and wanted to order a large latte. But the worker could not understand me at all, even after I repeated it 3 times.
That sounds so stressful. You knew the words in your mind, but saying them out loud felt completely different, right?
Yes, and that happens to so many English learners because speaking is not only knowledge, it is also a physical skill. Your tongues, lips, and mouth need practice, just like your body needs exercise.
That actually makes so much sense. Sometimes I can read English perfectly, but when I speak, simple words suddenly feel difficult.
Exactly. Some English sounds may not exist in your first language, so your mouth is simply not trained yet. For example, many learners struggle with the sound in words like think or three.
Oh, yes, I used to say tree instead of three, and I always felt embarrassed about it.
And that is completely normal. It does not mean you are bad at English. It only means your mouth needs more practice and patience.
So, what is the best way to improve pronunciation and speaking naturally?
The first step is surprisingly simple. Slow down. Many learners think speaking fast means sounding fluent, but speaking too fast usually makes pronunciation unclear and messy.
I do that all the time because I get nervous and try to speak quickly.
And that is why slowing down helps so much. When you speak slowly, your mouth has time to create each sound clearly, and people can understand you more easily.
So, clear English is more important than fast English.
Exactly. Even native speakers slow down when they want to speak clearly. The good news is that when you practice slowly every day, natural speed comes later by itself.
That honestly makes me feel more confident already because now I know fluency is not about rushing. It is about being comfortable and clear.
Exactly. The more you practice speaking, the more natural and smooth it becomes. And one day you suddenly realize you are speaking without trying so hard.
I love that feeling. Okay, what is the next tip?
Tip number 2 is one of the best speaking techniques ever: shadowing.
I've heard that word before, but I honestly don't know what it means.
Shadowing means listening to a native speaker and repeating exactly what they say at the same time, copying their pronunciation, rhythm, emotion, and speaking style.
So basically, I become their echo?
Exactly. You follow them like a shadow. You do not only copy the words, you copy the feeling and flow of the sentence too.
That actually sounds fun. Do I need a real person for this?
Not at all. You can use YouTube videos, podcasts, movies, TV shows, or even our conversations here on Ima English Daily.
Oh, nice. So I just play the audio and repeat everything out loud while listening?
Yes, and out loud is the important part. Your mouth must physically move because silent practice inside your head is not enough.
Wow, I think I've been practicing silently this whole time.
So many learners do that. But speaking is like exercise. If you want stronger muscles, you must actually move your body, not just imagine moving it.
Okay, message received. My mouth needs real practice, not imaginary practice.
Exactly. And here is the amazing part. When you do shadowing regularly, English starts to feel natural inside your mouth.
That sounds funny, but I think I understand what you mean.
You know that feeling when some words suddenly become easy and comfortable to say? Like your mouth already knows the movement automatically.
Yes, actually. Some words used to feel difficult, but now they feel normal.
That is progress. Once your mouth becomes familiar with a word or sound, you stop struggling with it and speaking becomes much easier.
Okay, I'm definitely trying shadowing after this. So, what is the third tip?
Talk to yourself in English every day.
Wait, seriously? People are going to think I'm crazy.
Maybe a little. But honestly, it works incredibly well because when you are alone, there is no pressure and no fear of making mistakes.
That makes sense. I always feel nervous when speaking in front of other people.
Exactly. So when you are cooking, walking, showering, or cleaning, just describe what you are doing in simple English sentences.
Like, I'm making coffee, or I need to wash these dishes.
Perfect. It may feel silly at first, but slowly your brain and mouth start building automatic speaking habits.
So it becomes natural little by little?
Yes. Think about a pianist. They do not stop and think about every key while playing. Their fingers move automatically because of practice.
Oh, wow, that comparison really helps me understand.
That is exactly what we want for English speaking. We want your mouth to react naturally without translating every sentence first.
That is honestly my biggest problem right now. I think in my own language first, then translate, and by the time I finally speak, the conversation is already over.
Exactly. And the best way to stop translating in your head is to start thinking in English naturally, little by little.
That sounds difficult, though. How can someone actually start thinking in English?
The secret is immersion. Surround yourself with English every day. Change your phone language to English, watch English videos, listen to podcasts, and try to use English during small daily moments.
So English should become part of my daily life, not just something I study for an hour.
Exactly. Language is alive. The more you live with it, the more natural it feels inside your mind.
I really like that idea. It feels much more relaxed and realistic.
And now I want to share another powerful tip that helped me a lot. Record yourself speaking English.
Oh no, I hate hearing my own voice recorded.
Everyone feels that way at first, but recording yourself is one of the fastest ways to improve because you can finally hear your real pronunciation clearly.
So I might think I sounded perfect, but the recording shows all my mistakes?
Exactly. Maybe you are speaking too fast, maybe some sounds are unclear, or maybe you are forgetting the endings of words without noticing.
I definitely do that. Sometimes want becomes wan and went becomes when.
That is super common, and recordings help you notice those habits immediately. It is like holding up a mirror to your speaking.
A mirror for my speaking. Wow, I actually love that comparison.
Yes, because just like people check a mirror before leaving home, English learners should check their speaking regularly too.
Okay, I'm still going to cringe a little, but I think I'll try it.
The cringe is completely normal, but after a few weeks, you will hear real improvement in your voice, and that feeling is honestly amazing.
I can imagine how motivating that must feel.
It really is. Okay, Jack, before we continue, let's quickly review the tips from today.
All right? First, speak slowly and clearly. Second, practice shadowing. Third, talk to yourself in English. Fourth, immerse yourself and think in English. Fifth, record yourself regularly.
Perfect. Those 5 habits work together to train your mouth and brain naturally.
Honestly, this feels different from normal English advice because these are real things people can actually do every day.
Exactly. No complicated textbooks, just simple habits and consistent practice.
Okay, I have an important question now. What about accents? Do learners need to sound like native speakers?
Not at all. Your accent is part of your identity, and there is nothing wrong with having one.
Really? Because many learners feel embarrassed when they speak with an accent.
I understand that feeling, but the real goal of communications is clarity, not perfection. You do not need to sound British or American to speak good English.
So, being understood is more important than sounding native.
Exactly. There are beautiful English accents all around the world, and they are all valid as long as communication is clear.
That honestly removes so much pressure from learners.
Good. Focus on being clear, confident, and consistent. Your speaking will improve naturally over time.
I love that advice. Clear, confident, and consistent. Okay, Emma, are you ready for the vocabulary section?
Absolutely. Let's look at 5 useful expressions from today's episode.
Let's go. What's the first one?
Number 1, muscle memories. This means your body learns to do something automatically after practicing many times.
Like when I type on my phone without looking at the keyboard, because my fingers already know where everything is.
Exactly. That is muscle memory, and speaking English works the same way.
Okay, what's number 2?
Immerse yourself. This means to surround yourself completely with something.
So if I watch English videos, listen to English podcasts, and use English every day, I'm immersing myself in the language.
Perfect example. The more you immerse yourself, the faster English starts feeling natural.
I like that one a lot. What's next?
Number 3, running commentary. This means continuously describing what is happening around you or what you are doing.
So I could say, I give myself a running commentary while cooking dinner to practice speaking English.
Exactly. That is a fantastic way to build speaking habits naturally.
Okay, number 4 has to be shadowing, right?
Yes. Shadowing means listening to someone speaking English and repeating exactly what they say with the same rhythm, pronunciation, and emotion.
So if I repeat sentences from podcasts or movies out loud, I'm practicing shadowing.
Exactly. And it is one of the best ways to improve pronunciation and confidence.
All right, final phrase.
Take care of itself. This means something will happen naturally if you keep doing the right things consistently.
Like, if you practice English every day, your confidence will take care of itself.
Perfectly said, Jack. You're doing amazing today.
Honestly, these expressions feel practical and easy to use in daily conversations.
That is the best way to learn vocabulary. When phrases are connected to real situations, they stay in your memory much longer.
You know what? Tonight, I'm finally going to record myself speaking English for 2 minutes, even if it feels uncomfortable.
That's the right attitude. And remember, when you listen back, focus on improving just one small thing at a time.
That actually makes it feel less overwhelming.
Exactly. Language learning is not a race. It is a long journey, and every small step matters.
Honestly, language learning is a journey, not a race. Sounds like something people would print on a t-shirt.
I would absolutely wear that shirt.
Before we finish, do you have one final message for our listeners today?
Yes. Imagine yourself 6 months from now speaking English naturally, confidently, and without fear. That version of you already exists. The only thing standing between you and that future is daily practice.
Wow, that honestly gave me goosebumps a little.
Your mouth and brain simply need time, repetition, and patience. Be kind to yourself and keep showing up every day, even if you only practice for 5 minutes.
Because 5 minutes of real practice is always better than waiting for the perfect moment.
Exactly. Small daily effort creates big results over time.
I seriously loved today's conversation. It felt so practical and motivating.
I'm so happy to hear that. And now we want to ask our listeners something.
Which speaking tip are you going to try first? Slowing down, shadowing, talking to yourself, thinking in English, or recording yourself?
Tell us in the comments because we truly love hearing your stories and experiences.
And your comment might inspire another English learner somewhere in the world.
Also, if today's episode helped you even a little, subscribe to Ema English Day so you never miss a news episode.
We're here every single day with simple English conversations, useful tips, and lots of encouragement.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. You are already improving just by practicing and learning consistently.
Keep going, everyone, and never give up on your English journey.
See you tomorrow.
Bye, everyone.